Kiss event. Let's go. God damn, nearly got everything. God damn, 70. Oh, 80. I hear Dumbledore's gathering us for a big announcement. Whatever it is, I hope it's romantic. Of course, Penny Haywood is hoping for some mushy nonsense. Then I can prove that I'm the most powerful witch at Hogwarts. Are you hoping? What are you hoping Professor Dumbledore announces? Whatever it is, I hope it's something romantic, like a ball or another outdoor festival. I can't listen to you lots. You're making my stomach turn. Professor Dumbledore's about to speak. As some of you may know, when I was but a young transfiguration teacher, Hogwarts attempted a dramatic interpretation of our beloved tale, The Fountain of Fair Fortune. What was intended as entertainment for students and faculty quickly turned into a fiery fiasco. It was several months before the Great Hall lost its pungent aroma of wood smoke. I can't believe a plague caused that much damage. That must have been so frightening. After that incident, the headmaster, Dibbit, placed a blanket ban on all plays. But that ban ends today. Has convinced me that under the direction of a new play, we'll avoid a similar fate. Hogwarts is putting on a play. I can imagine it now, the costumes, the sets, the dramatic lightning, and perhaps even a duel. Now I'll allow Professor Flitwick to, as often said in the theatre, take the stage. I am pleased to share my original dramatic work, Equinox, Enchanted, with the students of Hogwarts. As this tale is a magical springtime romance, auditions will only be open to you 5 and above. The two leads must be ready to share an intimate scene with the co-star, in which they proclaim the love. I asked for something romantic, and I sure got it. That would certainly be a big undertaking. Who do you think will play the leads? I hope I get a lead role. I'm up for the challenge. I think you'd be quite good in one of the leads. But if I'm to confess my romantic feelings for someone, it needs to be someone I fancy. Even if this is acting, I do want to feel real, which is why I'm hoping the two of us can get the play together. I still feel lucky I got to be your date to the Valentine's Day ball. I always appreciate the time we spend together. What about you? Does the notion of performing in the play make you nervous? I'm never nervous, but I agree with you. If I get cast as the lead and have to talk all mushy with someone, it better be with someone I can stomach. Thanks, I'm happy the idea of sharing the stage with me doesn't make you feel sick. I also want to know what's on their minds. Let's find out. It sounds like everyone is excited about the show and hopeful they will lead one of the leads. Of course, acting the play means confessing one's feelings. I have never confessed feelings of true love to anyone. Don't be nervous, it's only acting. If my co-star is someone I fancy, it would feel like more than acting to me. I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't even auditioned yet. I want to know more about this play. I need to talk to the director himself. Time to go speak with Professor Flitwick. And my final tip is, in order to make a subject dance, it must first possess legs. Remember these wise words the next time you cast legs on teacups. Excuse me, we were wondering if you had a moment to discuss your play. When it comes to my forthcoming play, I have all the time in the world. To tell you the truth, I have secretly harbored dreams of the stage for many years. It's that you're getting an opportunity to pursue your dream. It's my dream to be cast as the lead in your show, and I are interested in the audition as well. Just think of what an honor it would be to have the most powerful witch at Hogwarts on your stage. I'm happy to advise in any way that I can. So many things go into staying an audition: character study, wardrobe, and even spontaneity are important. Which would you like advice on? I would love to know more about character study. It's all about getting into character, and the best way to do that is with thorough research. You must know the script backwards and forwards so you can understand your characters. Sounds like I have a lot of reading to do before my audition. What's your play about anyway? I'm so glad you asked. Tells the story of a heroic spring nymph who stops the winter sprites from bringing about an internal cold, and in the process, the two fall for one another and express their feelings of true love in a heartfelt scene. Like the threat of an internal cold, but does it need to get all soppy at the end? Means is that your play sounds quite romantic. I hope it will be on the show night. However, pulling off a believable performance is up to the actors. That will require the thespian to communicate both truth and a full heart in the performance. Are you comfortable being so emotionally honest? I'm comfortable expressing my emotions, no matter how heartfelt and deep it is. The fearlessness of youth bring that self-possession to your audition. Thank you for your time, Professor. Best of luck, all of you. I'm happy to hear you auditioning for the play. If we both do well at our auditions, perhaps we'll be co-stars. I don't usually like to be around crowds. I know I'd feel safer on stage being there with you. I'm touched you feel so comfortable with me. Let's not forget, you two don't have the leads yet. We still need to audition. And if we are going to audition, we need to be prepared. Now, are you both feeling prepared for audition? Your advice is so helpful. I'll be sure to be off book and fully engaged in my performance. I'll have no problem pulling off the romantic decoration scene after people see my performance. So when they think of true love, they'll think of me. Sounds like you are just as confident as I am. Now all we can do is try our best at audition and hope we win the lead role. Diego, I didn't realize you're auditioning as well. That's because I'm not. My talents lie behind the scenes. Choreographer and assistant director. Congratulations, that is a lot of responsibility. Your support means a lot to me. I take it you're auditioning for one of the leads. How did you know? You have that leading man charisma. Flitwick mentioned that you approached him after class. He really admired your initiative. I hope so. I'm new to acting and I really want to do my best. Since you're the assistant director, you must know more than me about the theatre. Are there any tips you can give me? I'm happy to help. I know just a thing to get you loosened up. What is it? Movement techniques. All the best actors use them. I'll explain how it works. Let me see if I understand everything. Man walk, pratfalls, stomping, and squatting are all movement techniques. When you are on the stage, you must expect the unexpected. Acting is reacting. And then let's see you do it. Let's see you warm up with some movement techniques. Try pratfall. Damn. I feel awfully silly, but in a good way. If I can slip and fall in front of everyone, I can do anything. I can even pull off that romantic declaration scene. Is there someone you'd prefer to star alongside you? I'd love to co-star with Penny. I have really enjoyed her company on past dates. The Valentine's Day ball, the marvelous. With her as my date, she'll make a perfect scene partner. You'll be confessing true love to the person in front of all Hogwarts. Are you sure you want them to be your co-star? I'm the assistant director. I'll see what I can do about getting you to the starring roles. If you have a good audition, that is. That's good to hear because you're up. Best of luck. You'll be reading the role of Spring Nymph, while Mr. Lee will play the role of Winter Spirit. No, Spring Nymph, I shall never, never, I forgot my line, what should I do? I'll make something up, you follow my lead. Listen to yourself, Winter Spirit. It appears the cold has numbed your brain. Allow your spring to return to its full glory, and you shall feel empowered by its warmth. Shows what you know. Spring Nymph, warm or not, cold, my brain is always numb. It's my fault, I forgot my lines. We didn't let a little slip stop us. After all, acting is reacting. And Barnaby played along very well. Only the best actors can master such fine improvisational skills. It means you have both been a remarkable audition. The next time you meet, I will have my final casting decisions. Are you saying awaiting Professor Flitwick's casting announcements after my audition? I'm rather curious. Tell me, why do you want to be in the lead? Step out my comfort zone. When someone's on stage, they are really putting themselves out there. I want to take that kind of risk. That's very brave. I'm not surprised considering you're in-house Gryffindor. I'm interested in exploring all forms of artistic expression. Professor Flitwick asked me to design and paint the sets. You are the perfect witch for the job. When I agreed, I didn't realize how many sets he expected. Is that what you're working on now? I've been working on designs non-stop. I don't want to let Flitwick down, but I'm worried that I won't finish in time. Then let's finish designing these sets. I would never have finished these set designs so quickly on my own. They definitely look how Flitwick wants. Magical, springtime, and romantic. All 15 of them. Don't remind me, I'm still not sure how I'll get them all painted in time. But I'll figure that out. This is Flitwick's magnum opus. Excuse me. Speaking of Flitwick, here he comes now. Mr. Dan, just the wizard I want to see. Miss Allie, how wonderful to see you have started on the sets. I'm glad I could help. It kept my mind off the casting announcements. Have you decided who will play the leads? Playing the role of Spin Nymph is none other than you, Mr. Dan. That's blind into you. And who will be my co-star? Penny Haywood. You were both standouts shown the auditions, and Mr. Kaplan thought you two would work well together. And that's thrilling news. I'm eager to see what you bring to the role. On show night, the audience will want to believe that you and your co-star truly have feelings for each other. And I can't wait for our first rehearsal. Thanks for putting the role in with Professor Flitwick. Because of you, I'm getting to share the stage with my co-star in my dreams. Your co-star asked me to speak to you alone before rehearsal. Hi Penny, I'm so excited we are co-stars. You're the only person I want to perform with. I couldn't imagine doing this play with anyone else. The truth is, I know I said I'd be comfortable with a romantic play, but confessing true love on stage still makes me nervous. You'll be great. Professor Flitwick wouldn't have cast you if he thought you'd slip up. Everything you do is magical, and your performance will be too. Sharing the stage with you will be the most magical moment of all. I feel so much better. Thank you for talking about this with me. Now let's join the others for rehearsal. Has been a label of love for many years. I'm thrilled to see my magnum opus come to life. A superstition arose after the disaster that was the fountain of fair fortune. There was an theoretical world now believes that shows names as an ill fortune to speak aloud in rehearsals. It's common superstition. As for it actually being bad luck, hard to say. I strongly encourage that no one utter the words ill fortune before show night. Everyone take a moment to review your scripts. You can't say that show's name unless you want bad luck to strike. It's like I tell all my pupils in dueling, better to be safe than sorry. I didn't say that I do, but I didn't say that I don't either. There are quite a few conflicting opinions when it comes to the words of ill fortune. What do you think? Do you believe in superstitions? And to the last player on Hogwarts, I believe in it. We don't want another disaster like that on our hands. Best to avoid saying the words of ill fortune and not take any chances. Suppose you're right. It's clear the show is important to Flitwick and it's important to me too. I don't want anything to stop me from confessing my feelings for them. That reminds me, you have another rehearsal to prepare for. Really, we are rehearsing the true love declaration scene already. Not that co-star, a brand new one. Meet Barnaby at Care of Magical Creatures, and he will introduce you to your new scene partner and all. I'd like you to meet my favorite Null. Why did you name your Null? Because he's the novelist. I thought that would be obvious. It's a pleasure to meet you. I hear we are going to be co-stars. I guess there's a scene where the spin nymph dances with a magical creature. Chose a Null. Our Null is a bit difficult. That's what I said, but Flitwick insisted that the Spring Nymph could tame any magical creature, getting the impression that Flitwick has ambitious goals for display. All we can do is try. Found the costume designs, they were mixed in with the pile of schools. I was working on an essay for Professor Binns, and Andre asked me to hold his designs. Sorry about that, no harm done, although I wouldn't mind a little break. Magnum opus, becoming a magnum pain suddenly hasn't been easy. He has a lot of ideas for costumes and a lot of costumes in general. And it's an honor for me to wear a wardrobe created by Andre Igu. I like the sound of that. And as the lead in the show, this must be stressful for you. Feeling nervous? Not at all. Wouldn't have cast me if he didn't think I could handle it. There's nothing more stylish than confidence that should ward off any stage fright. Is what happens when you get nervous in front of a crowd that it can attack out of nowhere. Your mind goes completely blank and you just stand there frozen. You remain calm and you'll be fine. Don't worry, close breaker, you have face roast. Then in a live audience, you can do it. And if you are that worried about a sudden attack of a stage fright, you can always brew a common drought. A draught. Part 3. Pa 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 pa. You mentioned you need some help brewing a potion. I'm happy to help if I can. I'm hoping you can brew a common draught so I can ward off stage fright. You're an excellent actor and you did such a wonderful job in calming my nerves at our first rehearsal. It doesn't matter if you're a good actor, stage fright can attack anyone at the moment. It could be in the middle of the true love decoration scene and suddenly forget all my lines. Completely understand why you don't want to make a fool out of yourself. Last time we brewed a common draught, we knocked your poor kitty out cold. Chick wind slept it off and recovered just fine. Besides, I'm not a cat. Never heard of a common draught preventing stage fright. Are you sure it will work? Nope, but I have to try something. I'll brew you a common draught, but I'll need to gather the ingredients first. I found lavender and peppermint in the cabinets. Lavender and peppermint are two of the ingredients used in common draughts. The only ingredient we are missing is crocodile heart. I didn't see any crocodile hearts lying around here. It isn't the most common ingredient. I can't brew your draught without it. Then we'll have to ask a certain smuggler of uncommon collectibles if he has any. Let's go to the kitchens and ask Jay. Penny and I are hoping you can help us. Anything to get out of making sandwiches. I need to ward off a sudden attack of stage fright. It's a sudden attack of nerves when One is on the stage. If I get it, I'll forget all my lines. I just know it will strike during the romance scene in the play where I have to confess true love to my co-star. I didn't realize you are doing all of this for me. That's very sweet. Which is why I'm trying to brew a common draught, and I short one ingredient. You wouldn't happen to have a crocodile heart, would you? I'm tempted to ask why you have all those, but instead I'll only ask for a crocodile heart. We did give you a break from making sandwiches. Does that count as a fair exchange? I've got the lavender and peppermint with Jay's crocodile heart. We have everything we need. Let's review. I mixed the lavender, added the crocodile heart, and dropped in the peppermint oil. One more quarter of tone clockwise and done. Looks blue to me. What do you think? The potion looks blue. I followed the instructions to the letter. I don't see how anything could have gone wrong. So I know what I'm doing. It's fine. You're throwing a wobbly over nothing. Now that you drank it, tell me how you feel. I feel like my mouth is boning, it's making my eyes water. I knew the potion was wrong color. I never should have let you drink it, but where did I go wrong? I just realized I added too much peppermint oil. Too much peppermint oil can cause a mouth to feel like it's boning. But I promise I'm not mad. Is there anything you can do to stop this? But I don't know how. We'll need to ask a teacher. Since this is my fault, I'll take the blame and the detention. I'm always here anyway. I'm just as much to blame. We helped make the potion. And the show must go on, but I can't with me crying. So to save the play, I need to go see Professor McGonagall. Need your help straight away? My goodness, I've never seen you in such a state of distress. I drank a common drought, and now my mouth is boning and I can't stop sobbing. I'll be distressed if this doesn't stop in time for me to perform the show. Which leads me to presume that you came by this common draught by other means. By yourself, I would assume you turned to Penny Haywood for assistance. She may have helped a little. She's actually trying to see if she can fix this on her own. After your cat drank a common draught, I thought you would learn how dangerous potions can be. Can you fix it, Professor? And the boning's gone and I'm not crying anymore. Thank you, Professor. I assume the reason you took your potion disaster to me rather than Professor Snape is because you thought I'd be easier, go easy on the two of you. And we came here because you're the head of house, and because Snape is proper frightening. Trust me, I can also be proper frightening. Punish me. Jay only helped me brew so I could get ward off the stage fright. This had something to do with Professor Flitwick's Magnus Opus. They go on about this tale of true love instead of the studies. Are you more concerned with the ruining in the romance or someone else, or ruining it for yourself? I've never confessed true love to anyone before. If I get it wrong, my co-star may not like me anymore. You have excelled at far more difficult tasks in your time here at Hogwarts. When you were tasked with presenting me a teacher appreciation award, you were fearless under pressure. You really mean that? But now you should know I am not prone to exaggeration or falsehood. Thank you, you're right, I'll perform just fine without a common draught. I hope this tearful episode has taught the two of you to be more conscientious in your potion making. My third year's practice turning mice into snuff boxes. Yes, and at least it's not more detention. You're missing mice. You may go. Thank you again for your encouragement. Just in time, too, because I need to head to the Great Hall for dress rehearsal. Professor Flitwick, I'm ready to take the spotlight. It seems the rest of us are far from prepared. Talbot and Andre still haven't finished the costumes. BD's sets are only half painted. And it seems Mr. Lee lost his novel. Not his novel named Noel. That's precisely the one. But Noel is quite fond of sitting in one place. I can't imagine him dashing off. Jay left out the sandwich, and when Noel saw it, he grew angry and ran off. Now I can imagine Noel's dislike left for food. Opening the night of Equinox Enchanted is around the corner, and his distress rehearsal is shaping up to be a disaster. Not a single witch or wizard has uttered the superstitious words of ill fortune, yet we are experiencing terrible luck. Perhaps my dream of stage were not meant to be reality. Perhaps this is a sign of good luck. Is right. Some believe that a bad dress rehearsal means you'll have a great opening night. I have heard the superstition as well, but if that's the case, then we shall have a good fortune for show night. Let's find Bonami's novel. There's Noel, the Noel. Found Noel, he's hiding behind the painting. I was so worried, I thought something bad would happen. Something really bad, like Fountain Affair, Fortune bad. Barnaby, you said the words of ill fortune. Of course, it's all. Great Barnaby. He got paint everywhere. I didn't mean to. Oop. And so much for this. The sets and the costumes are ruined. At this point, it's impossible for us to be ready by opening night. The words of ill fortune have done the worst. I'm sorry, students. Great going, Barnaby. The play is cancelled. This can't be happening. Meet me at the Three Broomsticks. We'll find a way to save the show. Thanks for coming. I thought you may just be disappointed as me that Equinox Enchanted was cancelled because someone had to say the ill-fated words. The reason the show was cancelled is because the fortune superstition struck again. Don't you agree? I agree. I have believed in superstitions from the beginning. It's entirely to blame for what happened. And to think it could have all been avoided doesn't really matter now. But I was excited to perform in the first play and to share the stage with you. I'm sad we aren't co-stars anymore. This feels worse than owning a troll on a potions exam. We're all disappointed now. Diego Kaplan will never make his debut as assistant director. Now no one at Hogwarts will see all the work Bedi put into designing her sets. All the beautiful costumes Andre had planned. At least Nala is happy to be back in the care for magical creatures. You did your best you could with Nala. He was never meant for the stage. Must be crushed. It seems tough, as though the play was never meant to be put on Hogwarts. Perhaps a play wasn't meant to be put on, but that doesn't mean we can't put on something else, somewhere else. We will all still want to put on the show, so let's figure out a way to do it. Sounds like we have a solid plan to make this production work. First, we'll scale down the script and only build one set instead of 15. Then Andre and Telber will see what they can do with the costumes. I'll ask Madame Mosmota if we can stage the show here. Penny will tell everyone at Hogwarts about the show. We'll definitely get an audience. Now, we only need to decide how much of the script we are keeping. I couldn't agree more, but with such a small space, only one set, and who knows how many costumes. Have Dark Horse take the stage solo. What about my co-star? I can't take the stage without them by my side. All that matters is making Professor Flitwick dream a reality, and it will make me so happy seeing you as the star. Now all we need to do is get Professor Flitwick on board with our plan. Hopefully we can convince him that the show must go on. Professor Flitwick, may we have a moment to speak with you? It is actually I who wishes to speak with you. I want to apologize. I got a bit carried away attempting to fulfill my long harbor dreams. I asked too much of you and other students. I hope you can forgive me. There's nothing to forgive, Professor. You only wish to give Hogwarts the best show possible. There's nothing wrong with being a bit over the top. I'm happy to hear that neither of you felt put upon. That's actually what we decided to discuss with you. We have found a way to put your play on, a scaled down version anyway. I didn't know. I'm not convinced that Equinox Enchanted can be produced if it's not the full glory. We'll convince you. It sounds like you truly believe we can pull this off. I do. All we need is one set, one actor. It may not be grand as you envision, but we'll have the heart. If my co-star is on board, we were excited about doing the scene together, but just like me, they believe that telling the story is more important than making a true love declaration. And who knows, perhaps you'll get to see those words to... What? Perhaps you'll get to say those words to each other soon. I appreciate your efforts. I'm not positive that Three Broomsticks is an appropriate venue. Professor, everyone that has worked on Equinox Enchanted loves the show. If we succeeded at this, then love will truly have conquered all. Has proven that he understands the message. So will you come back? Yes, I'm ready to share my magnum opus with the Wizarding world. Oh, it looks kind of like Peter Pan in a way. Not really. When you said you'd try to salvage one of those costumes, I wasn't expecting to look this brilliant. Tried to do his worst, but no one can stop Andre Egu, style wizard. You're the star, you deserve to look like one. Sure, I'll feel like a star in your costume, but I wish I wasn't the only one on the stage. With your co-star must be disappointing. You were both looking forward to performing the true love declaration. Now, it doesn't seem like that will happen. I've learned anything from this show that is that dreams can come true. Perhaps not exactly the way we imagine them. Performing that scene would be my dream come true. I can't wait to take the stage and show off your hard work. Oh, my hair. There we are, perfect fit. And you got all the paint out from the Knowles disaster. It wasn't easy, but I managed. I wanted this costume to be in homage to both the Winter Spray and the Spring Nymph. Your co-star will not be physically on stage with you, but this will help make it feel like they are both by your side. So what do you think of the costume? It's the perfect costume for the tale of love conquering all. Brilliant. I hope to capture the play's theme with this piece. Now I'm ready to show off your hard work. You look like the leading wizard. I always knew you will. I should get back to the 3 boomsticks. It's time for the show night. The costume is stunning. Then again, anything looks stunning on you. It's amazing how quickly Andre pulled this together. The only reason Andre made such a beautiful costume and Betty created a brilliant set is because of you. Your quick thinking saved the show. You played an important role too. Without you, there would be no audience. It looks like you got everyone from Hogwarts to show up, even Dumbledore. It's only going to be a full house. Who? Barnaby's novel. I think Barnaby and his novel would agree with you. I wish you were still taking stage with me. I hope you are not about to ask me to brew another common drought. Not this time, I've learned my lesson. If you do get nervous, just look at me in the audience. I'll be in the front row cheering you on. You'll do amazing tonight. And it looks like Flitwick is ready for everyone to take their places. I know this is not how I originally envisioned the night, but the star of our show taught me an important lesson. While dreams may change, they can still come true. So without further ado, I present Dr. Stain and Equinox Enchanted. Brilliant work. Bravo, Mr. Lane. Bravo. Professor Dumbledore, thank you for coming to the show. And best of the theatre superstition that was loomed large over Hogwarts for many years. I hope you are proud. It's not my accomplishment. The show wouldn't have been possible without writing and directing. You can credit Professor Flitwick for that and Diego for assisting him. Your commendable efforts that only saved the show. Saved Professor Flitwick from his oversized ambitions. You sacrifice your own heart's desire for this. where we confess our feelings, but it wasn't meant to be. As long as one's heart still beats, it's never too late to confess. I need to speak with Penny. You won't find her here? What do you mean? We agreed to meet after the show. Miss Hayward is eagerly awaiting your presence in the spot where tonight's events were meant to transpire. Thank you. I'll go meet Penny right straight away. Penny, there you are. Congrats on the show. As I predicted, you were amazing. Seeing you in the first role gave me the confidence I needed to pull off the performance. It almost felt like you were on stage with me. What do you mean? It's not too late for us to perform the romantic scene? In the exact spot we would have performed if things had gone according to plan? That's so romantic. It's my dream to perform that scene with you. It's like Flitwick said, dreams change, but they can still come true. Then let's start the scene. You changed me, Spin Nymph. Your kind heart, thawed my own, and all my years I never thought I'd feel in love. Yes, I'm in love with you. The love we share is the truest love there is. It will be an eternal as the winter you intended, and an example to the world that love conquers all. So is yours. That scene is easy to perform with you as my scene partner. I'm so happy that I finally got to say all those sweet line things to you. I wanted you as my co-star so we could share a special moment. Which is why I got you something that will always remind you of tonight. Oh, bouquet. Enchanted to never wilt, so you can treasure them forever. They are brilliant. Enchanted roses are perfect for this evening because everything about it has been enchanting. The star of equinox enchanted deserves the most enchanting evening possible. Oh, that was wonderful. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time, and peace.